What's up, class? It's Senior Bishop once again. Senior Bishop with another math video. Today, I have some new markers. I got Expo Red instead of this old red I had. Because this one, let me do a comparison. That's dark, right? Then Expo, that's more purplish. You might be thinking this one is the better idea to see it, right? But this darker one, the bullet tip, it dries out very fast. Expo is high quality, does not dry out. I got two new green markers, not black, and one new blue. No reason for me to get the blue, except that it looks good. Now I have a full array of colors, and I'll be using my colors inside diagrams because color differences, I think they'll help us learn better. Like I said 2 days ago, because I accidentally skipped yesterday, I would be teaching how to do circles, triangles, prisms, pyramids, and spheres, area / volume. That's what I'll be doing. And I'll be doing other things because today's video will be split in three parts. So I'll be posting 2 today and then 1 tomorrow. To find the area for a circle, that would be pi r squared. We know squared is an exponent. R, what the heck is R? R is the radius. The radius of a circle is the length between the outside shell of the circle and the middle point, the middle of the circle. Then pi, what is pi? Pi is 3.14159 and so on. It is an irrational number, meaning it does not repeat at all. It's a number used to find the area and volume for multiple spherical type shapes. So just keep this in your brain. You also need pi for cylinders and stuff like that. So now we've decoded each part of this formula, pi r squared. Why is pi next to r? Something that you'll be taught in 6th grade or 7th, wherever you're going, is that when two variables are right next to each other, let's do A and B, that is read as multiplication. Multiplication doesn't always need to have the signs, like the asterisk, the dot, the X. It does not always need to have the signs. Multiplication can be read as 2 characters right next to each other, 2 variables. We know what the exponent is. That doesn't need to be broken down. We'll need something called the order of operations, PEMDAS, to solve this. P E M D A S, PEMDAS, or wherever you are, it could be called BODMAS as well. But it really doesn't matter the name. It's still the same thing. P/B, that's borders and parentheses, used for the same exact thing. Don't get them mixed up with these straight lines. Those are used for something called absolute value. We're not going over that yet. We'll go over that when I get into number lines. E/O, this is exponents. I don't even know what that means. Multiplication, division. division, multiplication. If you just read this out, you would probably pick one of these and say, "Ooh, multiplication goes first for PEMDAS," or "Ooh, division goes first for BODMAS." But it's not necessarily which letter comes first. It's which operation comes first inside of the number sentence. So it's not from the order of operations that really matters. It's from where it really comes inside the equation. We can see multiplication comes first, so that's what we'll do. 40 plus 9 divided by 6. We rewrite it. Then, since these two are before addition and subtraction, remember that, multiplication and division have higher priority than addition and subtraction. You'll do the divisions part next, and that's 1.5, I believe. I might be incorrect. It ends up being 41.5 as our answer. So just like D/M and M/D inside BODMAS and PEMDAS, addition and subtraction stay interchangeable. It's just whether where it's placed inside the actual equation. Meaning, for circles, let me just give a radius. For circles, we would do the radius times the exponent first, because exponent comes before anything else, unless there's a parentheses, just unless. Otherwise, exponents will come before anything else. Now we'll do our exponent. 3 times 3, because that's 3 to the second power, equals 9. 9 times pi equals 9 pi. They'll never really tell you to do it multiplied by real pi, because that's going to take forever to write out. Unless they tell you to multiply it by a simpler version, like 3.14, then you can do 9 times 3.14, or whatever number you got. But right now, I'll only be simplifying it. 9 pi, so I can get an accurate answer. The area of this circle is 9 pi. Let's do another circle. Let's try 12. That would be 12 times 12 equals, we all know from our times tables, 12 times 12 is 144. That would give us 144 pi. That's how you get the area of a circle. We can erase this right off. Time for triangles. They are also 2D. So we would be finding the area. We'd be finding the area of a triangle. The formula for a triangle is length times width divided by 2. That is the area for a triangle. Basically, what that is saying is that a triangle, no matter what type, isosceles, scalene, right triangle, all of those cool mumbo jumbo words, no matter what type of triangle or what side it's facing, it'll always be half of a rectangle or square, as you can see here. I'm just drawing it pretty lopsided, but you get the idea, right? Since a triangle is always half of the square, that's why it's length times width divided by 2, because anything divided by 2 is half of its initial state. Let's make a random length and height, and length and width. This is not drawn to scale. I don't know how to draw that to scale. So 3 squared units times 8 squared units is 24 squared units. Then we divide that by 2, as the formula is telling us to do. That equals 12 over 1, or just 12. And 14. 14 times 9, let me quickly do that. is 126. 126, is that our final answer? I need you to take a look at the board. Is that our final answer? If you said no, you'd be a smart fella. If you said yes, you'd be a fart smeller. 126 divided by 2. That would be our next step. 126 divided by 2 is 63. Now we know the area, and now we know the formula of the triangle, how to find the area of the triangle, and its relation to rectangles and squares. On to the sphere. The sphere's formula to find the volume, since it's 3D, three-dimensional. The sphere's formula is volume equals 4/3 pi r cubed. If this looks a little weird to you, let me write that fraction different. This is the formula of a sphere. To find the volume of it, let me draw out a sphere, give it a radius. I'll walk you through it, and then we'll do the review. I'll give this sphere a radius of 6. Let's try that number out. In fact, let me bring that outside. R equals 6. Our radius is 6. Now, we will substitute our variable for our number. Our exponent 3 means we would multiply 6 by itself 3 times. 6 times 6 times 6. 6 times 6 equals 36. 36 times 6. 6 times 6 equals 36. 6 times 3 equals 18. 21. 216. 6 cubed is 216. And we're not even near finish. 216. Since multiplication is commutative and we have three-way multiplication over here, I'd like to go over to a number that we can multiply by. 216 times 4/3. Let me make 216 a fraction. We have 864/3. Let me simplify that. For 864 divided by 3 was 288, but we're still not done. Let's do let's write our formula currently. So we've substituted out our radius. We've done the radius multiplied by 4/3. We don't need that exponent neither. So what we have currently would be 288 pi. Like before, I'm not going to write out pi or do the multiplication. This is how the answer is going to stay for me. Whoever is able to guess the number I'm thinking of in my head from 1 through 10 will get a shout out. Lock in your answers down in the comments right now. 3, 2, 1. If your answer was, drumroll please, 7, you'd be 100% correct. Our radius being 7 means that we can now substitute out our r variable for a real number, 7. 7 times 7 times 7. 7 times 7 equals 49. 49 times 7 equals, let me check that out. With our answer being 343, we can now remove both our radius and exponent, putting back 343. Since multiplication is commutative, we can multiply 343 by 4/3. See, we're getting it now. It's becoming faster. And don't forget PEMDAS. Always go in order of PEMDAS. Parentheses first, exponent second, multiplication or division third, and addition or subtraction fourth. And that's just in order of priority. 343 over 1 times 4 over 3. I'll keep this in real mode so that I can see whoever gets it faster than me. 343 times 4. 1, 16, 17, 1, 12, 13. Now that we got what that equals, we'll do the division to simplify with my method, of course. My answer for this was 457 and 1/3. This was my final answer. On to the next one. Pyramids.